What is up, guys? Top tier Yu-Gi-Oh here, and as you can see, I have over 10,000 gems in Master Duel, and we're spending all of them today to build a Tenyi deck. But not just any Tenyi deck, not the Brave Tenyi deck that's in the TCG, not the Tenyi Synchro deck that's in the OCG, but rather a brand new, unique Tenyi Yang Zing Synchro deck that is a combination of TCG and OCG builds due to Master Duel's own format being different from the others. And I actually think this deck has potential to hit Plat 1, and if it performs well enough, I might even play it at the next YCS Master Duel event. And so, getting into it, we're going to start by building a rough draft deck or a proxy deck so that we know what direction to start in, what packs to get, and how to take this from just an idea to something we can actually win some games with. So let's go ahead and head into the deck editor. I already have like an empty deck built ready for this. Let's go ahead and get started, and we are going to start with the Tenyi cards. And as you can see, I actually have a good number of them. I actually considered playing these for the normal and rare festival. I thought about playing like a Tenyi Synchro deck, but then I realized none of the Synchros are normal or rare, so that wasn't going to work. But I do already have a good number of Tenyi cards already crafted, and so thankfully enough, we can go ahead and just start adding these into our rough draft deck. And so of course we're going to be playing 3 copies of Adara, 3 copies of Ashina, 3 copies of Vashuda, just all of the main Tenyi engine cards. We're going to be maxing out on those because this is a Tenyi deck. I think the one card that is a little skeptical, or a little, not obvious to play would be Stana, but I definitely like this card a lot because one, being a level 4 Tenyi card is really, really good. And I think it's better than the others because the graveyard effect actually comes up. And so the graveyard effect for Stana is that if a normal card, or not normal I should say, but a non-effect monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you banish it, target one of those destroyed monsters, summon it back to the field, and destroy one monster your opponent controls. That destruction effect does not target either. So that's really cool. And so if your opponent destroys a monk, you can bring it back, destroy one of their monsters. And that actually comes up a good deal. Whereas the other level 4 ones like Mapura, it doesn't really do anything. Like if your opponent targets a non-effect monster, you can't really proactively use that. Whereas again with Stana, you can crash a monk even and then get the effect. And then for Nahata, you can banish it and then your opponent's monsters lose 1500 attack, and that's just, battle phase stuff is never good. And even though the example I used for the water one was a battle phase one, it does come up in non-battle phase things as well. So 1 water Tenyi. After that, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Monk, pretty standard. Might play Draco Berserker, or regular Berserker, but we'll see if there's space. I know it does kind of potentially come up, but we'll see on that. Definitely going to be playing 1 copy of Draco Berserker though, 1 copy of Shaman, 3 copies of Vessel, and then I'm not too sure if I want to play Heavenly Circles or not. This card is actually really good, but it's better in builds that play worms that you actually want to search to your hand. And like searching Tenyi cards or searching Yang Zing cards isn't necessarily too impactful, but it's really good when you can play a card like Protos. And while Protos is legal in this game, I'm not too sure how good it will be because the format is so varied. It's not like in the TCG where you're playing where you can probably guess 60% of your matchups. On Master Duel, you really don't know what you're playing against. And so that makes Protos a lot less effective. And so I'm not too sold on Dragon Circle yet. One thing I do like about it is you could potentially play like a... You could potentially play like a... What's it called? Foolish Burial Goods. Send it to the grave and then use that to search. But I don't know how I feel about that either. It definitely needs more testing. So it's going to stay out of the rough draft build. But if we have extra space and we pull some, maybe we'll look at putting it into the deck if we have space for it later on. So we'll keep that card in mind. But I think this is the basis of the Tenyi cards that we 100% are going to need. So let's move on to the Yang Zing cards. For the Yang Zings, we don't need a lot. The way this deck is going to work is pretty much play through Needle Fiber. And so we've all seen the Despot Auroradon combo in TCG and OCG land. We know what these cards do. But what this deck does differently from the TCG at least is that you can go into Ding Long, because Ding Long is not legal in TCG, so that's a very, very big difference. And so what we're going to do first is... Oh, and Ding Long just is insane. If you guys don't remember, Ding Long is just a nuts card. We're going to start by adding in 1 copy of Ding Long. I'm not too sure if I'm going to need 1 or 2. I'm sure that 2 comes up sometimes, but I'm not sure if it's absolutely necessary. we'll see. We'll see what we pull and make adjustments from there. That is the whole purpose of building a rough draft first. Because again, gems are so expensive. We don't want to waste gems just to figure out that we don't like what we built. You know what I'm saying? So we want to build like a little rough draft first. We are going to do the 1 copy of Pillars because it's searchable off of the Dinglong. I kind of want to play Path too, because Path is really solid actually. And if you don't go for a 9 Pillars play, searching Path isn't terrible. It's a little bit slower, but depending on how your combo goes, you can definitely get 3 Yang Zings in graveyard and just add a free draw 2 on top of your play. I think it just depends on how we want to build the deck, how many hand traps we put into it, because we could potentially draw hand traps. But also just as a follow-up on turn 2, it just could be good. So again, we'll see. This is a card that we will not forget about, you know. So let's see, we added Dinglong, Yazi, Boxia, and Chao Feng. Those are the extra deck cards we need. As for the main deck, we're going to add in 1 Chi Win. Let's see, Suwani, and I like Bion a lot too. Bion is really good for if you make Herald with it, because any Synchro monster you make using Bion as material cannot be destroyed by battle. And that's one of the biggest issues with Herald of the Arclight. It is very easily destroyed by battle. And so I kind of like Bion a lot in this deck. Also, you just want a couple of Yang Zings to, you know, be able to float into. So that's why we're adding these into the deck. And now what to go better with Tenyis and Yang Zings than the Rose Dragon. So we're going to go ahead and add those Rose Dragon cards in as well. As you can see, I already have a full set of Red Rose and Rox Rose, because once again, I thought about playing this deck for the normal and rare festival, but then look at the extra deck. All of the Synchro monsters are super and ultras, and that trend will continue as you see more Synchros and ultras that we play in this deck. It's actually kind of nuts. That broke my heart a lot. So I crafted a lot of these for nothing, but they are just normals and rares. Like, it's, you know, not a bad issue at all. So yeah, once again, we're going to add in the Rose Dragons, and what they do for the deck is they effectively combo with your level 7 Tenyis to let you go Baron before your Needle Fiber to protect it, because there are a good number of hand traps right now in Master Duel. You do have, of course, Ash in every single deck, and that's the big one, but also Veiler, Imperms, those hurt as well. And so being able to insulate your plays by summoning Baron first, that's a big deal. And speaking of Baron, we're going to go ahead and add that as well. I do already have a Baron crafted, and that's because the moment they announced Baron, I immediately crafted it, because I knew I was going to be playing it in some capacity. So we're going to go ahead and already have that. We're also going to get Herald. We're also going to add in Herald of the Arclight since we were just talking about it. And then let's see, what else? And since we're on the Synchro cards, let's go ahead and add in some more of them. So we're going to add in a Shooting Riser Dragon. The purpose of Riser Dragon is just to dump cards from your deck to the grave, so you can add extra Tenyis to your graveyard and then use their graveyard effects, or not in the same turn of course, but it's still a useful effect. You could also dump cards like Fairy Tale Snow. There are a lot of great cards that we can dump with Shooting Riser Dragon, and so I do definitely want it. It also has great level modulation, so it can help us get in. It can turn weird boards into the synchros that you want. So if you only have like a synchro 7 materials, but you want to have a synchro, I don't know, synchro 5, you could, or synchro 4 even, you could do that. And so yeah, Riser Dragon is just a really useful card to have in your deck in general. Next, we're going to add in a Borreload Savage Dragon, because the main board that this deck can end on is Savage Dragon, Herald, plus Yang Zing plus Pillar, and obviously Savage is a big part of that, so we're going to have to get one of those as well. Also, this is a Needle Fiber deck, or Halqifibrax deck, so we gotta have that in here. I have 3 copies of this card. I need to dismantle at least one of them. Like, I don't think Auroradon, or not Aurora, I don't think Halqifibrax is ever going to 3 in Master Duel, so I think I should just go ahead and I should go ahead and just dismantle. Maybe. We'll see. If it's needed, I'll do it, but if not, I'll keep them. 'Cause it's just a good card. It feels bad to disenchant it. Adding in that Auroradon as well. Well, we're already at 14 cards in the extra deck. What should the 15th card be? What should we add? Again, I do kind of want to see if this deck uses 2 Dinglong. That's definitely an option. Maybe another Tenyi card. Maybe Draco Masters wouldn't hurt. I think this is everything we need for the combo, though. Like, it's pretty much one of everything. We could go with maybe Access Code, but that's an ultra rare. We were never crafting Access Code. At least not today. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I have to think about that. Definitely gonna think about what that 15th card would be. I'm feeling maybe a Draco Master. And there are a lot of cards that start with Draco. Oof. There we go. Draco Master. Now for the main deck, let's finish that out as well. Yeah, we're missing our engine requirements. So we need our Despot 001. We're also gonna need our O-Line. So let's see, 1 copy of 01. And then O-Line, wherever it may be. There we go, just 1 copy of O-Line. We could play more. It is a tuner that you can just start plays with. So that's, like, any tuner is good, especially 1 card Hauki Fireback's tuner. So I also thought about Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron's an option as well, but that discard's kind of rough. Like, there are plenty of 1 card Hauks that don't require discards, like Sandgan. But I guess Sandgan requires you to play, like, the Crusadia monster, and that's kind of a brick, but not really. It could be an extender too, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not perfect. It's not an ideal situation. I think we're good with just these 2 engine requirements, like the Despot and the O-Line, and then after that we're pretty much good. Let's add in some staples. I keep those usually bookmarked, but gotta play 3 copies of Ash. That's like literally anything in Master Duel. 3 copies of Maxi. I like droplets a lot in Master Duel just because when you're playing against Drytron and you maxi them, you have to have cards that you can draw into, and droplets is a card that you can draw into and like actually play. Let's add in, I do want to get some crossouts for this deck because this deck is definitely vulnerable to Maxi very, very badly. This is a big combo deck. Also, like, Ash could hurt, Hand Traps again could hurt, and this isn't like the TCG where you have multiple needle fibers that you can go through. Your 1 needle fiber has to resolve, and I think crossout will be integral to that happening. So I definitely want to play that. Let's do 3 copies of Prosperity because we want to be consistent. Let's see, we've got space for 2 more. We could do Cosmic Cyclone. No, wait, Snow. Yeah. I mentioned Fairy Tale Snow earlier. We're playing Snow. We'll see how we like it. Now that I think about it in depth, like, drawing Snow would be really bad in this deck, but sending Snow off of Riser would be really good in this deck. So, we'll see how this works out. And for the final 40th card in the deck, let's do a Cosmic Cyclone. Why not? Just to fill the deck, just so it's 40. And we'll save. And again, we're going to make changes later. This is not the final build. This is just a proxy deck, just letting us know where to get started. And so we can look and see where we need to start. So if we look at Vessel. Vessel's a very important card in this deck. How do we obtain it? We need the Dragon Spirit secret pack. It's currently locked for me. Let's see where some of the other cards are. So I know like a lot of the staples are just in Master Pack. Like, yeah, like Crossout's just in Master Pack. Prosperity just in Master Pack. This is the one thing I kind of hate about the whole pack system in this game. It's like everything is in Master Pack, but that just means when you buy Master Packs you get nothing. But let's see. So for the main deck we need to be getting the Dragon Spirit Synchro, and I'm only looking Dragon Spirit Secret Pack. I'm only looking at things where I need multiples. So like I'm not gonna buy a pack to search for 1 copy of a super rare. Like that's just not worth it. Like I'd have to craft a super rare to get the pack, and then I don't need the pack. So we're not even gonna look at that. Let's see. The Dragon Spirit Pack also has all the Yang Zing and Tinny stuff. All the Yang Zing, all the Tinny stuff. So Dinglong's covered, Yazi's covered, Baxia, Draco Berserker, Chao Feng are all there. So are the Shaman and the Master. So that's obviously the pack we're going to spend most of our gems on. And then from there, we might just have to craft things individually. Or, you know, if we have enough gems, we could go for like something. Or maybe we just get Master Packs, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see. So I believe I saved, but we're going to save again just to be sure. I guess I already saved. And we are going to start crafting. So the way to get the secret pack, as you saw, it was locked. The way we unlock it is by crafting 1 copy of something in it, as long as it is super rare or above. So we're going to craft a vessel. Boom. Vessel's crafted. As you saw, the little thing that popped up. We've got the secret pack now. So, ooh, And a free pull. Ultra rare, let's go. In the first pack. Let's see. Yu-Gi Tuber luck here. And from here on, we are skipping all of these animations because they take way too long. We got pillars. That's actually really good. But we are going to keep it moving. So, first 10 packs of Dragon Spirit. Skip all of that. Let's see what we got. Oh, so we got Draco Master. That's a good pull. This is something that we probably will end up playing. We also got... Oh, sweet. So we got Boxia. We got Yazi. We got a... Well, this isn't for the deck, but this is a good card in general. This could be useful moving forward. Got another 9 pillars. This one is a glossy copy. Got another Vessel. We got some of the Yang Zings. Like all the tinnies. I guess I already had all the tinnies, but we're making some progress already. Glossy Monks. Not bad at all. Let's get a couple more packs. Or how much more do I need? I think, yeah, Ding Long. Yeah, we still need Ding Long. We still need Chao Feng. So we still need some more. So we're gonna purchase some more packs. Let's skip. Oh no, I meant to skip. No. God, this is so obnoxious. Skip. Alright, there we go. Is this a Royal Draco Berserker? Ooh, this is nice. Okay. This is definitely, okay. Alright. We're going to be seeing a lot of Draco Berserker today, for sure now. Always love playing Royal Finish cards. Little extra incentive to summon them. We got another Shaman, or I don't know if we got a Shaman in the first place, but we have it now. So that's pretty good. Don't know why I looked at that Math Mech. But yeah, we still got to get... Oh, Mare. That's something else we could consider in this deck, because Yazi can summon Mare out of the deck. Shaman can summon Mare out the graveyard. We can definitely abuse Mare. So that's maybe an option, for sure. So we will definitely... Yeah, we'll think about that one. Mare might be the move. Let's keep going, though. We still have ultra rares here that we need to get. And anything that we don't get, we can just dismantle or craft. I mean, like, we can dismantle the extra stuff. Craft will be end up needing still. Another Draco Masters, Chao Feng, which we needed. Grass is greener. Not used in this deck, but I'm not mad to pull it. We got a Luber. Okay. Nice. That's all that's really relevant here. Let's keep it moving. I really want Ding Long. That's like a big one. If we can just get Ding Long, I think we'd be good. Oh, nice. Royal Draco Master. 2 Royals within like 50 packs? Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, I guess we're playing Draco Masters too. I just love the way it looks. I wish there was a more consistent way of getting them, because they just look so cool. Oh my god. Is this? Glossy Baxia too. For a second I thought it was Royal. I almost lost it. Oh, also, seeing TG Wonder Magician reminds me, there's also a way to Scythe Lock in this deck. And it revolves around Wonder Magician. And so what you end up doing is you pass on Needle Fiber. You pass on Needle Fiber, and you use the Needle Fiber effect to summon Wonder Magician, and that pops a Scythe that you set with Dagda. So that's something this deck can do as well. It can also dump Scythe with Riser, and then revive it with Baron. So there are like multiple ways you can also Scythe Lock opponents. They're both kind of finicky combo wise. Like the Baron one, you have a Baron on board, but then you lose your Baron for the Scythe, so you have no protection on that play. Not that people are really applying hand traps to stop it anyways, now that I think about it. So like if the combo resolves, they're not stopping the Scythe most likely. So I guess that's maybe a viable option. Same with the TG Wonder Magician play, like Dagda set Scythe, TG Wonder Magician get it out. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe another day. But let's keep going. We got to get our Ding Long. Ding Long is the boy. We're not stopping until we get him. So 10 more packs. Let's go. Wow. The universe might really want us to play Scythe Lock because we got a Sanctum for some reason. I honestly have no idea how this pack system works. Like, why are we getting artifacts and like other random shit that's like nothing to do with it? I honestly have no idea. Whoops. Did not mean to leave the shop. But let's go back. We still got to get our boy. Well, before we do, actually, let's take a look at the deck one more time, just to be sure, just to see where we're at. Like, is the last card we need Ding Long? out of this pack at least. Because it honestly might be. Yeah, Dinglong? What? I thought we pulled a Draco Master. Or Draco Berserker. I'm pretty sure we did. Let's swap this for the Royal. So, Draco Berserker, Draco Master. Maybe just doesn't automatically put Royals in the deck. Yeah, it looks like actually Dinglong is the last ultra rare we need out of the Dragon Spirit pack. And so thinking about it now, if Dinglong is the only card we need out of that pack, it might be worth it to just not get that pack anymore. Like if it's literally the only thing. Now I'm thinking what other pack we could get instead, like what the other options are. And we have 2 Mecha Phantom Beast cards. Like we have O-Lion and then Auroradon. Both of those are definitely in the same pack. So let's see what pack this is. Yeah, Rapid Aircraft Advancement. And the issue here though is we'd have to craft a super rare to get the pack, and then we'd be in the same situation to where like we're getting packs for just one card. And so after that, everything is just in a completely separate pack. Like Riser Dragon is in a different pack from the Riser Dragon's in like the Stardust pack, I think. Herald's in like the like Drytron pack, or no, it's like a Herald pack, yeah. Savage Dragons in the Boral Rocket secret pack, and then again all the staples are just in what's it called pack, the Master pack. So it wouldn't make sense. Maybe Master pack is just what we get, but then we get a whole bunch of BS. Like I feel like Master pack is never the move, but also getting a pack just for an ultra rare also isn't the move. What we're gonna do is we are gonna trust the heart of the cards here. We are gonna go for one more pack of Dragon Spirit, and that's going to have the Dinglong. That's just going to be it. If it does not have Dinglong, then we'll move on to Master packs. But this is it. I can feel it. Let's see. Ooh, I think this is it. Okay, this was not it. Did we at least open up? We got a Romulus. Oh my god. Okay, this is not it. On to Master pack. Master pack will at least get us some it'll at least get us some of the staples potentially. And if we don't get the staples we're looking for, we might get some staples that we choose to add to the deck anyways. Although getting more Royals out of that Dragon Spirit pack might be not too bad either, but no, we'll stick to Master pack. Let's see what we get here. First 10 of the Master pack. We got a cross out. That actually worked out pretty decently well, I guess, but nothing else that's even remotely useful. At least it'll be very easy to disenchant a lot of these cards. But let's take another go around. 10 more packs of the Master pack. They call it Master for a reason. Looks like we get at least 2 ultras in this one, and they are useless ultras. What is this card even? I don't even know what this is. Lavable. What? These still exist? Alright. Dust material. Easy. Alright, let's do one more Master pack before we have to start opening some gifts. Looks like we at least got some ultras. And we... okay. Do I already have a Boral Sword? I think I already have Boral Sword. So, I already have pretty much all of these except for the Moonlight Dragon. But definitely going to be disenchanting Magister. This is just not viable in 2022. I think I actually need Basil Rose Shoot. I gotta go back and look again, but we can just craft that. Super rare materials, very abundant as you can see. But let's go ahead and add some of our gift gems to the pool. That way we can just get all of our pack opening out of the way right now. So, like, it only lets you have 9,999 free gems, or I think gems in total, and then the rest go to your gift section. We can just add all of them now to... I guess I could have clicked receive all too. Oh well, but now we're back over 1,000. We're going to get one more set of 10 from the Master pack. As you guys can see, Master pack is a complete ripoff because there are so many cards in the set. There's a very low chance of getting something that you actually want. That's why you typically want to go about the secret packs. But as you can see, you get to a point to where to get the secret pack, you have to craft the card, but once you craft that card, it's not worth getting the secret pack anymore. It's kind of redundant unless you're building like an entire deck out of a certain pack like we were doing. But again, it gets to a certain point where it just doesn't make sense anymore, and you have to spend your gems somehow to get crafting material. And I'm starting to think the better way might have just been to just keep getting the Dragon Spirit set, and maybe we get like royals and glossy versions of cards we want instead of garbage that we don't want. And then like the garbage we don't want out the secret pack is the same garbage that like we'd be disenchanting anyways. The only difference is that small chance of pulling like a Ghost Bell or an Effect Veiler or a Cross Out like we did. We got really lucky there. Let's just go through with it. One more set of the Master Pack, 10 more. Let's see if it's any good. Did not mean to click that. Definitely trying to skip these long animations. They're so annoying. And I guess the Morgue is okay. It's like an okay card to have. This is nice, I guess. I think this is just 30 super rare dust material, crafting points, whatever they're called. Wow, I don't think I've ever disenchanted a royal, but this might be the one. If we need it. If we need it, it's getting disenchanted. Rescue Rabbit, very cute. It reminds me of the mat I won at the last YCS Master Duel thing. Because I guess I'm a Master Duel champion now. But not something I wanted to pull today, unfortunately. This card I actually like a lot, but not in this deck, obviously. So we pulled a Cross Out. That made it worth it. We should have quit while we were ahead, but nonetheless, let's go back to the deck editor and start crafting stuff. Alright, so looking at the deck, or the proxy deck at least, what we need is 1 copy of O-Lion, that's a super rare, 3 Prosperities, 2 Cross Out Designators, 1 Basil Rose Shoot, Dinglong, Herald, Riser, Savage Dragon, and Auroradon. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, at least definitely 3 ultra rares, being the Synchro Monsters, 5 ultra rares total, and then we need 2, 3, and then 6 super rares. Now we pulled a lot of garbage just now, so we definitely are going to have stuff that we can disenchant or dismantle. So we are going to start with this card. Start with that. Performapal, nope. Do not need any Performapal cards. Let's see, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna go through all of these and dismantle like all the useless ones. I feel like Zamorg is worth keeping. This is good in like Bird Up and stuff, so if I ever decide to play Bird Up, you know, good to have. Scrapyard. Scrapyard's actually a good card, but I can't think of a situation where I start playing Scraps, but we'll, you know, hold on to that for now. I kind of like Witchcrafters. Let's see, what else we got? Supers and Ultras. Oh wait, let's just filter by Supers and Ultra. Where's the rarity? Yeah, there we go. Supers and Ultras. This makes it easy. So, Queen of Roses. Goodbye. Let's see. Rose Lover. Nope. What else can we easily get rid of? X-Saber Wame. And this was glossy, so even more. Oh yeah, the Magister, definitely not keeping that. Oh, so I did get an extra Borreload Savage Dragon, or Borosword Dragon. We were never playing 2 in any deck, so we're going to dismantle one of them. Now that I have the glossy Nightmare Phoenix, I don't need my regular Nightmare Phoenix. So that's another card you're just never playing 2 of. What is this? Oh, maybe I'll play ABCs one day. Maybe that's a card. Generators, I'll keep that. Sulkius, not bad. Aaron used to be one of my favorite cards growing up. Like, oh my god, it was just one of my favorite secret rares. So definitely keeping that. Just personal favorite card, one of my favorites. This I'm not even going to read, but I've never heard of it, so it can't be that good. And it has the word equip card in the effect, so again, it can't be that good. Laval, obviously terrible cards. Uh, I'll keep it just because it's a virtual world card. What is this? Metaphys? I like the artwork though. Keep it for now. What is this? Nope. It has spell counters in the effect, so that can't be good. We're just dismantling everything that's like not good. Shino Barons, yeah, no chance. Alright. On to the cards that we actually wanted. We have, I feel like you never play 3 Baxia in any deck, so one of those is safe to dismantle. Same with Draco Berserker. We can definitely safely dismantle one of those. Vessel. Never gonna need more than 3. Yeah, Yazi. 5 Yazis. Let's dismantle 2 of those. And then 4 copies of Pillar. Let's get rid of like 2 of those for now. So we still have a playset, but we're never playing a playset, but you know, we have them. Let's just see what this gets us for now. Let's start, you know, crafting away. So we will generate a O-Lion. Got the secret pack, sure. Oh, what was that? Was that a Vashuda? Yeah, we gotta get our boy Vashuda back. Oh, it still has a filter on. That's actually fine. We'll just add it this way. Add one more Vashuda. Boom. Alright. We gotta get those cross-out designators. So we are gonna generate 2 of these. Wait, no. Hold up. Let's start with engine first. Start with engine. So Auroradon. Alright, so we've got Auroradon now. We've got the Savage Dragon. Come on, let's get at least a glossy of some of these. Ooh, my mistake. I should have done Dinglong first. The boy. Alright, boom. Dinglong. I think, what other ultras do we need? 2 more ultras that we need. Let's go ahead and dismantle an extra ultra that we have. Decisive Armor. Yeah. That can definitely go. So, that will get us our last 2 ultra rares that we need. So let's generate 2 more. Next, what we can do is craft some of our super rares. So let's do these 3 Pot of Prosperities. Oh shit. Nice. We even got a royal. That is nice. Let's take a look at this. Whew. That is clean. That is real clean. Okay. Alright. So we're almost done with the main deck. All we need now is the Basil Rose Shoot. Definitely an important card. So let's generate that. Alright. Now we just need 2 more, which we have exactly enough for. So we're going to get the Herald. And then finally the Shooting Riser Dragon. Alright. So we've got our basic list. I think this is like, again, just the basis of what we need. Let's go ahead and get some games in. Yeah, let's see how this deck performs. Well, let's look at a few test hands. I really like that Master Duel has this feature. So like, yeah, let's look at this test hand. So we have, wow, drawing all of our Rose Dragon cards kind of stinks, but Vashuda Red Rose is combo because Red Rose can summon Rox Rose out of hand, and then Rox Rose, well, can search another Red Rose, and you already have the Basil. So this is Baron and then Needle Fiber, so your Needle Fiber is protected, and after that, that's just full combo. Like that's Baron, Savage, Herald, Pillar. Like that's 4 disruptions, pretty good. This is at least a Needle Fiber because you have Adara, Special Summon Tuner, Suwani, Non-Tuner. That'll do. This is pretty solid too. Ooh, yeah, Vessel plus 10 cards is always good. You have the Prosperity to get you to something else. You could get a, well, if we started with Prosperity, let's just see what the next 3 would be, or next 6 would be. Like, these are all viable options here, especially that Max C. That Max C is looking juicy, but of course you'd use Prosperity after the Vessel and stuff, so it'd be a little bit different. But let's see this hand. So this hand is also Needle Fiber, and we can protect it with a Cross-Out Designator. If you wanted to start with Prosperity, to maybe change what we can do. Our next 3 would be these 3. Our next 6 would be these. So this deck is looking pretty consistent. Like every single hand has been playable. And that's the thing I like about this deck. You just need 2 monsters. And then those 2 monsters will usually get you to a Needle Fiber. And then from there, it's off to the races. Now something else I'm thinking about now is that I feel like because we're playing crossouts, we could add in some other hand traps that would be good for crossout for us, and maybe like Veiler and Imperm. And that gives us 2 more disruptions, but also it protects us from a very common disruption on our Needle Fiber. And so that's something to think about too. We would just have to craft them, which obviously sucks. And they're both ultra rares. Another card I would like to play would be Ghost Belle, because I do like Ghost Belle a lot in this format, because like Tri-Brigade Zodiac is everywhere, and Ghost Belle stops Revolt. Ghost Belle stops what else does it stop? It stops a lot of stuff. Ghost Belle is just a good card, so I kind of want to play that as well, but I do not have any of them, so we'll just have to make do with this. But let's move on. So save and return. Ooh, it would have sucked if this deck wasn't saved. So let's go ahead and go into ranked. Currently I am plat 3, and I think I can climb to plat 1 with this deck. I think this has a lot of potential. So let's... What? My striker deck is prohibited? Why? What is wrong with my striker deck? I was just playing it the other day. It's bad. It's not good because I don't have Kagari. Oh, I took out the Nightmare Phoenix. I'll change that later. That's not important. But or I dismantled the Nightmare Phoenix. Okay. Change decks. Tenyi Synchro deck. Select. I love the amount of royals we got. I'm pretty excited for that. So let's go ahead and get into our first game with the Tenyi Synchro deck. Super excited to see how this deck performs in live dual action. And again, we'll make some changes later if need be. Let's see how it's going to start out. Our opponent made us go first, and they have a Cyber Dragon icon. We might be getting a Fortress Dragon. We'll see. Hopefully not. But yeah. They could be playing anything. Like the mate literally means nothing. So we do have Maxx C though. Maxx C is good. So we have Maxx C, Snow, Vishuda, Vessel, and Basil Roseshoot. This is a pretty solid hand just due to Vishuda plus the Vessel. Snow is kind of dead. It can be a non-tuner worst case scenario, or just something we discard for an effect. But we don't actually have any discard effects now that I think about it. So not good for that. It's only good to send off of Riser. The Basil Roseshoot is okay. It just doesn't really do anything in this hand. So we're going to start by Special Summon Vishuda. The only effect we can use is the Special Summon. We have to have a non-effect monster on board to use the bounce effect. But it is really good bounce effect because it comes up a lot when you're going second. Let's go ahead and summon out a Monk. Oh, I should add in the Glossy Monks. I should definitely do that after this game, but I'm gonna start with Monk, activating the Vessel. Hopefully this doesn't get Ash Blossomed. If it does, then our turn kind of ends. Rough. I guess they have Ash Blossom. And this is another reason I like Veiler and Belle, because they are tuners. You could just normal summon them and make plays. Whereas like a card like Maxx C, you can't necessarily do that. What are they thinking about? If they have the Ash, just Ash it. If they have the Maxx C, they should have done it already. And then this wouldn't trigger any other hand traps. Yeah. There we go. So that is fine. This is exactly why I wanted those cross-out designators. Because it definitely comes up. We could set Snow. Just, yeah. Let's set the Snow. Just to have another body on board. We don't want to get killed. Like when a deck chooses to go second, they usually have the gas to kill you. Maxx C is going to help, of course. But worst case scenario, that Snow is a monster on board for next turn. Let's see, they are thinking. What are they playing? Oh, we're going to get to see now at least. Playing Prosperity though, so I guess that doesn't give us too much information. Prosperity itself, or what it reveals, what they excavate will give us more information. Let's see, so banish 6. What was that card? Is this a Kaiju deck? Hippo Carnival, Kaiju, Inferno Tempest? What is going on here? We are about to get memed. Damn, we are really about to get memed right now. That's crazy. Wait, what did they end up adding? I like looked away for a second. So they added a Hippo Carnival. Okay. So let's just read Hippo Carnival while they're thinking real quick. Summon 3 Hippo tokens, but they cannot be tributed. You cannot special summon from the extra deck. Oh, Grand Maju. Okay. So we just lose to Grand Maju. Oh, we don't lose. So the other thing I don't like about this deck, or at least from playing this, a similar deck in real life with 10E cards in general, is like setting a monster like this. I should have thought about this before, but if we draw a 10E card, it's dead. Like we can't special summon a 10E card, and that's unfortunate. So let's see what we do. Yeah, see, this is like a completely dead draw, whereas I guess it wouldn't have done anything anyways. Like it could at least be Monk bounce Grand Maju, but Monk bounce Grand Maju doesn't really do anything. Flipping Snow does nothing. I think we just pass turn here, to be honest. Unfortunate, like, our hand wasn't amazing. We had a hand to where if it gets stopped, you get stopped. Like, hard. So it's going to take some good top decks to get us back into this game. And it's going to take Max C really putting in some work. However, we're not playing against a deck where Max C does that. And so we effectively have 2 dead cards in our hand. And then him getting to use this Extravagance as well not only gives him a higher chance of getting to what he needs, but it's boosting up the attack on that Grand Maju, as you can see. And so this is getting a little spooky. Pot of Desires is at 3 in this deck. I would expect that to be coming pretty soon. And that's 10 more cards banished. So that's 4,000 more attack. So Kaiju plus Pot of Desires might just be game. Or at least close to it. Something to think about though is we could Max C before he Kaijus, but he also just doesn't have to Kaiju. I could Kaiju, I could Max C now. Just like preemptively. But I guess probably not. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. What does this do again? Each time a card is sent from the field to the grave. Does this mean he's gonna Kaiju? Let's just go for it. It's just hard to it's hard to do this when you're talking about Kaijus because they are inherent special summons. They don't have to summon them. They can just choose to not do it. Oh, that counts. Okay, we're bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! It seems. Oh, I guess I could have changed it to the field spell, not in response to the normal summon. But yeah, not getting Kaiju here saves some life points. Maybe it deterred him, maybe it didn't. We will not know, but we got one more turn. And then we have Vashuda as well. So we got to play. We just have to draw a tuner. Like, we absolutely need tuner right now. And we need for those back row to be fake back row, not like real disruptions. So let's see what we can do on our next turn. All right. Red Rose Dragon would be nice. Okay, we got a Vessel. That'll do. So we are going to... What effect was about the trigger in the graveyard? Oh, the snow. Okay, but special summon Vashuda from hand. This will let us... Does he have Max C? Why is this triggering something? Oh, no, for him. Why did it trigger something for him? But nonetheless... He probably has like something he can activate anytime. But our only play is literally make Monk. So we're going to have to make Monk. Vashuda can clear one of those back row. So that'll be good. Then we can use our monsters to... like if we can actually combo, our monsters will deal with the board. It's just a matter of those back rows. So let's go ahead and activate Vashuda. And we're going to bounce the back row that he just set, because I don't remember so many triggers on our last turn. Not that we really did much, but let's see what this can maybe force him to do. If everything resolves, we've got the Vessel, which will get us to an Otara, and that can be really useful as well. If we had more life points, we could use Thana to break the board too. Like we could dump Thana and then let's see. So choose to send to graveyard. Let's dump Ashina. Add the hand. I'm gonna add a Otara. I'm really curious what his card is. It has to be like some quick play that you can just play, activate whenever you want. Alright, special summon Otara. This Needle Fiber has to resolve. Ooh, now the spicy play would be to actually go for Shaman there. Like, you definitely wouldn't see it coming. And it could be not horrible to bring back like a Vashuda, then Ashina for a... No, there's no level 8 that we could summon. Maybe Baxia. Baxia wouldn't be bad. Baxia could... We'd have to use Ashina now. But if Shaman were to get negated... So it will lose to the exact same thing that Needle Fiber lose to, so we might as well just go for the Needle Fiber. So Otara plus Monk, Needle Fiber. I'm really curious what he has. Like, it's not an Ash, it's not a Veiler, or would have triggered. It would have given different triggers. So it's not Ash, it's not Veiler, it's something else. And if it were Max C, he would have used that too. Yeah, so this resolves, and we are going to go for our Death Spot. It looks like we're going to be able to break this board, assuming he has no real disruption. Like, it's just, like, I don't know what that could be. It could be like a Cosmic Cyclone or something. Like, something that you can activate anytime, but just actually does nothing. Also, as you can see, we could have summoned Draco Master there, and because we have 2 monks in grave, that could have destroyed 2 monsters on his side of the field. But Wombo Combo is a little bit better than that. Also, Snow. Having Snow is also really big, because we can use that to disrupt his play later. So if he tries to like go for game with like a 3rd Grid Maju, or even one of these 2, if we get stopped, we can just flip whatever he's attacking with face down. Now, something else to think now is, do I really want to go for a Dinglong play? I could just go Yazi. And then Yazi... Let's see, where does Yazi get us to? Yazi can get us to a... Like, we can use... Yazi can get us to, like, another level 7 Tinny, and then we can use Baxia. Auroradon can pop something as well. But I'm not sure what disruptions that ends on. Whereas if we go like the regular play of like Dinglong, Savage, Herald, we still have to deal with those 2 monsters. So I think that's the tricky thing here. So let's actually start by... Yeah, let's go Auroradon effect first, and we'll pop one of the... No, we'll go Yazi first. Or we could just go straight into Baron, actually. Yeah, No, not Baron. Not doing that. I think Yazi is the play. You know, Mare would have actually been good. Mare would have been fine, because we could summon it off of Yazi, and then would get us more value from there. Or, let's see, we could go Dinglong after Yazi, so... We could, just thinking about it now. So Ashina and Grave can summon out a level 1 tuner. If we can go a level 4 non-tuner off of the Yazi, That can get us the Dinglong as well. And then we can still use a Aurorodon to pop another monster. Maybe that's the play, actually. Oh, you know what? Actually, clearing anything off of this board just means that we're going to get Kaiju'd, and that's maybe a problem too, because this can search a Kaiju. So you got to deal with that as well somehow, or at least have some way to negate the effect. Or some way to negate the effect. What? Because we gotta get over the monster. We gotta get over the monster, and we gotta pop that. So, what's another way to get over the monster? Maybe we do go Dinglong, because Dinglong can increase its level. And maybe that gets us to Baron, which can pop one or both of them. Or maybe we go for Baxia. Yeah, maybe, yeah, Baxia, yeah. And does this do anything when destroyed? Oh, it can protect itself when destroyed. Okay. So we definitely have to use Baxia in any case to get rid of this. I hate how long this duel is taking, by the way. And it's mostly because of this, whatever his card is that he could be activating, he's not activating it. Like, bro, like, activate your Cosmic Cyclone or whatever it is. Please. Spare us. So let's see, let's activate our Graveyard effect. We're going to activate the Ashina. This may or may not be the last time we have a token on board, so we just want to get all of these out the way while we can. Not chaining Snow, summon out Adara. And I think we're actually going to spin back both back row, and then we can use Aurorodon's effect to destroy his Grenmaju. We don't want to, we don't know what that back row is, so I'm going to feel a little spooked to just destroy it. So we are going to shuffle that back, and because we're making our Boxia with 2 worms, we're going to be able to activate the effect for 2. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 2 worms of different attributes. Or is it Yang Zings with different attributes? That would suck. Okay, the number of worms with different attributes. Okay. Whew. That would have been a misplay if that were not the case. So, this and this. Let's see if this also deals with whatever he could potentially be triggering right now. Okay, yeah, so it was the Hippo Carnival. For the rest of his turn after this resolves, monster your opponent controls cannot target monster for attack except for Hippo tokens. So, I was hoping they all like got destroyed at the end of the turn or like some BS like that. That would have been nice. But alright, that's fine. What do we have banished? Because we can also use Adara's effect right now. So Adara, we can add back maybe a... Let's add back Vashuda, because I think we already have another... Yeah, we already have another Ashina engraved anyway, so I guess we also have another Vashuda. Is there anything engraved we might want to bring back with... Well, first we're going to use Baxia. Tribute 1. Destroy a card on the field. Tribute token. Destroy the Grenmaju. We're not dealing with that anymore. And then, yeah, so with Baxia, is there anything we want to bring back? That's what I'm thinking. Because we could... And we're locked into worms, by the way, too. So Snow's not an option. We could bring back... I'm thinking like set Bizzle Roadshoot. Pop it and bring back something. But it's just a question of what do we bring back. Yeah, so really the only option is Monk and Adara, which both do nothing. Well, Monk's a 3rd monster. So that's actually kind of big. So we're gonna do that just to clear the board. And Basil Rose Shoot is like literally a blank. Oh my god. Yeah, we can't bring back Monk. Oh, it's not a level 4. It's level 4 or lower, isn't it? Yep. And Adara is 0 attack and defense. Well, this gets us to Chow Feng at least. That's not horrible. Alright. At least when our Chow Feng gets Kaiju'd, we'll be able to search a hand trap, I believe. Because I think it's just when it's sent to the grave. Never mind. Destroyed by battle or card effect. Never mind. So Chow Feng is not the play. It just literally does nothing if we do. We could tribute summon Vishuda. That would suck. But let's see what they've got. They've got a token. The Kaiju Fear. The threat of Kaiju is big, but it's how did they kill us with it. I kind of wish I had put another Yang Zing Engrave. One that was like more usable. That way I could summon it back off of Boxia, and then like the Yang Zing non-tuners allow you to synchro on the opponent's turn. And so like a Beyond would have been pretty good to summon maybe off of Ashina or something. I'll have to look back at this replay after the match. But yeah, I'm sure there was a better play on that turn. Like Hippo Carnival is literally nothing. I should have just, yeah. So this is why we did not summon Chow Feng. Because that was obviously going to happen. But now what does he do with this Kaiju on my board? Can he attack into it and like deal some damage or something? Or is this just like it? Token to it. Oh, I cannot turn tokens face down defense. So Snow does not stop token. So this token can gain a lot of attack. Oh no. This is spooky. What's happening? What does this mean? Can he... I think I do. I don't know what happens here, but I don't want to find out. I think I... Yeah, like I don't know what's about to happen. This is just too spooky. Let's get rid of some cards. What else do we not need? Basil Rose Shoot. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know what's about to happen here, but we cannot afford to find out. I should have also banished the Rorodon just so we have no more attack position monsters. So that was maybe a mistake. But I don't know if there's like a thing to where like if you take battle damage, your opponent takes it instead. Or like some BS like that. You know, so we can't play that game. We can get Kaiju'd again now, but that doesn't do anything for our opponent. Let's just see what they can do. Now, something I really like about Aurorodon's effect is you don't have to tribute Mecha Phantom Beast monsters for the effect. Like, we can just tribute stuff. So, he just set that card, we can just destroy it. Or, we still have O-Lion in deck, we can just summon out O-Lion. We don't have to tribute the card itself. And so I think what we want to do is pop one of those face downs. We don't know what those are. We just want to get them out of the way. So what else do we have access to though? We could summon Dinglong here. We could also go into Draco Master, which does destroy cards or monsters. Destroys only monsters. Okay. And then cannot be destroyed by battle if your opponent controls no other effect monsters. Okay. And it only destroys effect monsters too. Okay, so this does nothing. Dinglong is a play. But let's... Where does Dinglong get us, though? I'd really like to get another non-effect monster on board. However, Monk's in Graveyard. And... Yeah, let's see what we can do. Could destroy... Does O-Lion get us anywhere? I don't think so. Oh, we have no traps in the entire deck. I think we just... Maybe we just play Beatdown here, to be honest. See, another Hippo Carnival. Why didn't he activate that? This is... Wait, what was the other thing that summons the tokens? Does that summon the tokens? I don't know. We're just gonna play beat down here. If he does need battle phase stuff, we got the droplets. In a super simplified game state like this, I'm not sure what his deck does. However, also in simplified game states, this deck doesn't do too much, as you can see. We gotta draw something. We gotta draw some tuners. Red Rose Dragon would be so good. And I wish... This is what the Brave engine does for this deck in the TCG and OCG. It's like having constant token generation means that all of your 10E cards are now playable at any point into the game. Whereas now we have a graveyard full of 10E cards that do nothing. Wow, he plays all the pots. We've seen Extravagance, Prosperity. I know he's playing Desires. How many cards are in his deck still? 28? Oh, he can target our cards. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now we have a Monk again. Now we can play. We can tribute some of his shoe to make Monk and start playing out the grave. Not that that is the play we're going to make, but it is certainly an option. Wow, so let's see what this is. Rox Rose Dragon. That'll do. Like, is this just game? I know he's not playing Torrential Tribute, so like, what does he do? He clearly has a card that he can activate on this. This could just be game. Like, I'm not even gonna use Auroradon to pop it, because then we definitely don't have game, and he maybe just doesn't have anything. Yeah, like this would not have been worth destroying with Auroradon. Yeah, we'll just continue to attack. If you choose to not attack, you cannot attack with that same monster at any later point in the battle phase, so we cannot just stop the attack there. This at least clears the board. What could we summon here? We could go Riser Dragon. But what does Riser Dragon send to the grave? Like, I don't think Riser Dragon's worth it. Like, getting the Snow off the board does set Snow up again. However, we could also do that with Auroradon, so that's probably the better play, because I don't think there's anything we want to send to the grave with Riser right now. Like, at least not that I can think of. I mean, yeah, what is there? We already have Snow. Yeah, so I think we just use Auroradon's effect. Tribute the Snow. And then pop the set card. NB4 Sanctum or something. Inferno Tempest. Oh, that's what he was gonna do with when he attacked Token into the yeah, we saw Inferno Tempest earlier too. But when he tried to attack Token into the Kaiju, that's what he was going for. I think Snow is what it's saying. I can activate Engrave. But okay. So yeah, using Snow there definitely safe. We would have got destroyed. So again, simple game state. Whose deck is better? We have Auroradon, which destroys something once per turn. And he has Kaiju, which do nothing. DDR, it's like, what does this get you? Discard that. Whatever he summons gets flipped by Snow. We also have the droplets, so you're not like attacking over anything either. Defense is at 21, which is not too bad. I don't think we droplets just because droplets is like, what do we send to the grave for that? Oh fuck. Okay, I did not mean to cancel. Okay, now we definitely droplets because we can't Snow, and we're not about to just lose this battle. So we only have to send one. Red Rose doesn't really do anything right now, so that can go. Half his monsters attack. And this is just game. He's on nothing. Come on, pass turn. You got no cards. Let's go. Let's get this over with, buddy. Alright, boom. Alright. Alright, draw for turn, battle phase, battle phase, battle phase. Attack for game. That was a long game. I know most Master Duel games are only like a turn or two, which is like even something they said in their like ban list announcement. They want to make longer games, but jeez, that was a lot of turns. We really had to grind that one out. And as you saw, our opening hand was not very good. Our opponent had the Ash for our Vessel as well. That was rough. That was really rough, but we pulled it out. And I think a big part of that was understanding that our deck was just going to be better in a simple game state. And so once we got there, we didn't overextend. We didn't try to do too much. We just played our game. We kept to our advantage, which was keeping Auroradon on board, and just kept popping their cards one by one. So let's go into the next game. Hopefully we win this coin flip. Let's go. Going first. Our opponent's plat 5, we're plat 3. I would guess, I'm gonna bet that if we open combo, our opponent just scoops. Like I feel pretty confident saying that's what's gonna happen. And we did open up a decent combo. What we're gonna do is activate the Vessel though. Like we could just summon Vishuda Adara and then that be it. However, I want to test for Ash Blossom by using the Vessel. So if they do have Ash and we don't do this, they just negate our Needle Fiber. Oh, okay. I knew they were gonna scoop at some point. That's just classic Master Duel. Master Duel gonna Master Duel. Ooh, legacy tickets. Garbage. Alright. So let's actually look at the deck one more time. I just thought of a card that we're actually missing in the deck. That being Called by the Grave. And so looking at the deck now, I think maybe I'm gonna want to take out that Cosmic Cyclone. And maybe something else. Because I really want to play 2 copies of Called by the Grave. And while it didn't come up in either of those last games, Called by the Grave would be really nice because this deck has trouble with Maxx C as well as hand traps once again, which is why we're playing the Crossouts too. And so I think it would be ideal to be playing Crossouts, Called by, and then of course we also have Ash Blossom for Maxx C. So I actually don't have Called by. Yeah, I do not have any copies of it. So let's just go ahead and add them to the deck, and then we'll just craft them. So let's take that out. We'll play 41 cards. Adding a 41st card doesn't impact much statistically, so I'm okay with 41 cards. We'll save that for now. And let's actually go ahead and craft some stuff. So we're going to redeem some of these gifts and like quest rewards. Oh, that's not gonna help us, but these might. We also just got a big 1,000 bonus for like Master Duel reaching some number of downloads or something, you know, whatever. Glad more people are playing Master Duel. Well, maybe not more, because it seems like less people are playing Master Duel than previous months, previous seasons, but nice, you know, that a lot of people have and are. Maybe not are, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. Good that we got the 1,000 gems. So we're going to use these extra 1,000 gems. And instead of getting the Master Pack, I kind of want to get the Dragon Spirit Pack again. I want some glossy and royal cards. The Master Pack is like actually just free dust. But if we don't get something that's, you know, higher rarity, it's just free dust anyways. So we're going to try to go for the better dust. There we go. Dragon Spirit. Ooh, wait, go back. Free pull? Let's get some free pulls too, actually. Yeah, that could be extra crafting stuff. And looks like we did. We got an ultra rare. Oh, this random Neos Fusion. Okay, never mind. That's pretty good to keep. Maybe we'll use that with Anaconda or something. Miraculous Advent. Free pull. Let's go. 2 super rares. Raptite. Raptite's pretty good. I guess we're keeping that too. What is this one? Alright, that can go. What else do we have free pulls in? Stardust Tide. Man, we got a lot of free pulls. We're getting some extra dust here. Crafting points. Alright, that's garbage. What else we got? What else we got? How did I even get all of these? We're hoping for some ultra rares. Man, I hate packs so much. Let's see, any more free packs? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Well, we got like one ultra rare, a couple supers out of some free packs, so I'll take it. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's all of them though. Alright, now to do what we came here to do. 10 packs of Dragon Spirit. Skip. And 5 ultra rares. Alright, there we go. That's already at least one called by the grave. We're definitely not going to get rid of the Black Rose. Siegfried can go. I don't think I played DDDs. We got more than enough Draco Berserkers. Girsu stays. And this BES card definitely gets disenchanted. We got a couple supers too. Another Yazi. Another Pillars. What is this? Alright. Not even going to read that card. So we got enough to at least craft our called buys. So let's just go ahead and do that. And we'll add them to the deck and get into some more games. So Tenyi Synchro. Let's see. We only want to see the ultra rare cards. And yeah, we don't need 3 Draco Berserkers. So we'll disenchant one of those. I'm going to keep one. You know, maybe in some universe I end up playing multiples in a deck, I guess. But that universe is not the current one, so. What else can I disenchant? What is this? Sky Galloping Gaia? Alright. Let's see, what else is there? Infernoid Tiara. I actually really like Infernoids, so keeping that one. Ooh, there's not a lot that I actually want to dust. I don't think I ever play Trap Tricks. I'm almost sure of it. I'm not a big fan of trap decks. So I think this gets... Nah, it feels bad. It feels bad to disenchant a good card. I'm thinking Engage goes to 3 at some point, so keeping that one. Numerons. Altergeist. I've got good ultra rares. Let's see, what can I disenchant? I need 3 cards. 3 cards to disenchant here. Stuff like the Norlaris and the Tiras I got out of like, I forget, like the Xyz packs. I know I got Tiras and Adrius from. So those cannot be disenchanted. Some other stuff from like structure decks and like legacy packs. Like, I don't know why we can't disenchant that bullshit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Am I ever really gonna play Ritual Beast? Do I really need Ulti Kanahawk? Alright, we're getting rid of like these less than ideal archetypal cards. We're not playing DDDs. I'm not playing Ritual Beast. Gotta be honest with myself here. Like Cult by the Grave is, I'm not playing Trap Tricks. We're getting those called buys. Actually, it's in the deck. I don't have to search it. We're gonna generate 2. And we got a glossy one. Good enough. Alright. Now let's get back into some more duels. Alright, still plat 3. Maybe we can even go on a little win streak and hit plat 2. Alright, and we are queuing up against Sid. We are about to lose the coin flip. Unfortunate, but oh well. This deck can actually break boards relatively well as long as you're able to combo. Like, you have cards like Baron, Yazi, Baxia that Auroradon, as we saw in the other game, that are great for breaking boards. You got the droplets in here too. Like, this deck's not bad at going second, even though it's a combo deck. Unless we're going against the trap deck. That's probably the hardest deck to go against, because we have to really conserve our resources. Like, if you combo, it's very easy to trade 2 monsters for one of their traps. Like, you play 2 monsters, go into a Needle Fiber, they stop it with 1 trap, and now you're down a card. And that's really just the way those decks like to play. And so instead, you have to really manage everything very, very well and take simple trades. So let's start with a Pot of Prosperity. And, I don't know if we want to go for 6 right now. I think we just need 3. We just need like a Tinny. Like, any Tinny card makes Vessel live. And that's really all we need to get to. And so Chao Feng's going to be useless in this matchup because it seems they're on like traps or whatever. Shaman is useless in most matchups. I mean, it comes up in like rare occasions, but I'd rather see the top 3 cards in my deck. And then Draco Masters, same thing. Oh, do they have the Ash? They don't. Whew, okay, Otter. Ash is also a really good pickup because they've got 3 unknowns in hand. So Ash is statistically a very good choice, but we have to actually be able to play. So I think Otter is the move. And yeah, sure. So Adara effect to special summon. Then from here we can just go Monk and then activate our Vessel. So the fact that they gave them a trigger for a card on the special summon tells me that it's either something generic or it's like something that can trigger to a special summon, like a strike or a warning, something like that. So it's interesting, like, you can really make reads based on when it gives your opponent the opportunity to respond. And you have to also assume the same thing about yourself too. So they didn't do anything there, pretty quick response. It's probably something just generic in this case then. Like, not a Maxi, they would have used that, but it could be like a set Cosmic Cyclone. So let's see, what do we want to do in this case? Let's dump Ashina, add Vashuda. And we can just use Vashuda from hand. Although using Vashuda to bounce a back row feels pretty bad. We're not going into Needle Fiber this turn. Like, that's just not happening. We could have dumped Vashuda and then gone for Adara and then gone into Needle Fiber. But again, we only have 1 Needle Fiber, and cross out here against a set trap card isn't going to do anything for us. So it's safer to just play it safe. Safer to just play it safe. So we're actually just going to go ahead and use Adara's effect. And what we could also do is just go into like a beatdown mode pretty much. So we can go ahead and summon a second Vashuda and just try to put some damage on board. If the opponent's, like, if they're on a combo deck, Maxi is going to hurt them enough. If they are not on a combo deck, then, you know, we're going to be fine anyways. Like, this would be the best we can do against a non-combo deck. Just try to put damage on board. Now, another option that we have would be to summon the Despot and go into a level 8 Synchro, but that makes our Needle Fiber later in the game a lot weaker. And so I feel like this is just the ideal scenario to be in. Before we pass turn, let's go ahead and just use Adara to add back that Ashina. That way we have more resources for next turn. And again, we did want to use that Vashuda because, like, adding a trap or a face down spell or trap that they may or may not use, just felt like a neg in a matchup where we don't want to neg. Like, our opponent's likely trying to win on card advantage, and because of that, we cannot waste card advantage like this. Like, it'd be different if we had strong combo, because in the tempo we gain it might be worth it, but in this case, no. So in the battle of card advantage, we are at 8 cards. They are at now at 3. Yeah, like trading 2 of their cards for this droplets, fine by me. Like, but this does give us some information though. So twin and then fallen paradise. So they're on. Oh, okay. They're on the god deck. What are they doing? Okay, I thought they were on like a resource deck, but I guess not. I guess they are just okay. Do they have combo? I don't know what any. Okay. All right. Sure, man. Sure. Yay, legacy tickets. I want to make a video at some point on like how many legacy packs do I need to open to get something useful? Because I've got like 200 something legacy tickets, like an absurd amount. How long does it take me to get like one playable card? Ooh, we won the coin flip. All right, we're gonna go first. Finally, hopefully this time we can get some good games in, actually combo off, or at least, you know, play a real game. That would be nice. We did draw a combo. Like we do have tuner plus special summon monster in case of Chivin versus Adara, or Chivin with Adara. So that's combo. We also have Ash for Maxi, our own Maxi, and a Prosperity. Prosperity can get us to potentially like a crossout designator, or even a like a Called by the Grave. And so let's just think one more time, like if we can be banishing 3 or 6 cards, because I'd like to go full combo here. And so getting one of those 5 within the deck, the crossouts are called by, would be really good. So we don't need Draco Master, Shaman for the combo. We also don't need Chao Feng for combo, so that's 3. Shooting Riser 4. Draco Berserker 5, and maybe one of the monks for 6, since we're not going monk in this combo actually. So yeah, I think that's our 6. I really want to dig deep into the deck. This also baits out Ash, which is another card that could stop our Halki Fibrax. So once more, let's go Riser, Draco Berserker, Chao Feng, Monk, Shaman, and Draco Master. Olion, Ash, Maxi, Crossout, Vessel, and Red Rose. So yeah, Crossout's exactly what we want here. And of course our opponent could just not have a hand trap, but you know, it's worth it to be careful in case they do. Especially at this one, because so if they had a Valor Imperm, we wouldn't even know. So like they clearly don't have Maxi, or that would have triggered off of the Prosperity. They don't have Ash, but Valor Imperm wouldn't have had a trigger yet, and so they could possibly have one of those. So I guess Valor Imperm Crossout doesn't even play around. Oh, that was a mistake. We shouldn't have added that. Whoops. Hopefully they just don't have hand trap. Big brain over here forgot the obvious solution to that, being like there's nothing we get off Prosperity except for Called By that saves us from Valor or Imperm. And watch that be what happens. Oh, okay, they don't. Oh, lit. No response. Oh yeah, sweet. All right. So this will end us with 3 disruptions on board, and we've got the 2 hand traps in hand. Maybe I should add a Nib in the deck so that we can cross out for Nib. That's kind of big. Maybe one of each relevant hand trap might be the move. We'll have to figure see if there's space somehow though. Like, I mean, it should work. I mean, I don't. We'll think of some cards that take out and then add in Nib, Valor, Imperm, because extra hand traps never hurts either. The only other thing is that I mean, I don't want to play too many cards in the deck, because I want to be drawn into Red Rose. Let's see. We could go. I'm trying to think. Do we go Herald first, or do we use Auroradon first? Obviously, Herald's much safer to do first, but is there a point to where we need to send from hand or deck to graveyard afterwards? I don't think so. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and get that Herald out of the way. Now, even if they do have a Nib, We're safe from it. I mean, if they had it, they would have used it just now, but, you know, hey, you never know. So we'll use a Rorodon effect, Tribute 2, Tribute itself, and one of the tokens. That's going to get us to our O-Lion. No, do not negate that. And then O-Lion gets us to Danglong. The boy, the man, the legend, the myth. Well, I think he's actually a myth. Danglong, myth of the Yangtze. What is it? Let's activate Danglong 1, O-Lion 2. What is Danglong's name? First of the Yangtze. Okay. So O-Lion's going to get us a token, and that's something that we can synchro with the O-Lion. And then the synchro with the Danglong. And then Danglong gets his pillar. When Danglong leaves the field, it special summons a Yang Zing from deck, which is what allows us to use the pillar. So Danglong plus token, Savage Dragon, and attack. With the Savage Dragon, we can also use the effect to target a Rorodon. Rorodon's got 2100 attack, and that puts Borreload Savage at 2000, which is pretty nice. In case the opponent has a Gamma or something, I find it typically better to put Savage at, like, Gamma or Ogre, really. So you can put Savage at 1, Danglong at 2. Because if the opponent had, like, an Ash Blossom or something, they would have been used it by now. And let's summon out Suwani from deck. It's got big attack. And yeah, target the Auroradon. Set the pillars. So we got 3 Omni Negates. We've got the cross out. We're not going to set it because it doesn't do anything. Like, I highly doubt anything in the opponent's deck is also in our deck. We might as well save it for, like, their 6th card being a Maxi or Ash or, you know, something like that. So let's see what they can do against this board of 3 Omni Negates. Hopefully they don't play like fucking Kaijus or some BS like that. But I could totally see that happening. This is Master Duel where anything can happen. And if the opponent doesn't have any hand traps, they drew something. Like, they may not have hand traps, but they got something in that hand. They got 6 cards. So you got to be ready for it. But we do have, once again, 5 disruptions between the Herald, Savage, Pillars, Ash, and Maxi. So we've got some defense. The tough part now is going to be putting up some damage on board next turn to have game, because we don't really have an engine play from here. And as we can see, we are against Dark Magicians. And this is the spooky thing about Herald. They just attack over it. So I'm gonna have to think of like some ways to optimize these combos. Like, maybe Herald's not the play. They didn't even use the Rod effect, which is smart, because then it just loses to the Herald, but now they don't have that extra spell or trap from the deck. And so it's gonna be tricky to see what they do now. This is also why I went for Suwani over Beyond. I'm sure even with Beyond they can attack and they'll just float. It's still easier if they just can attack over your stuff. Ooh, life points. Thank you, sir. Nom nom noms. 10,000 life points. I think I actually have the secret mission to gain life points. I'm not sure if that triggers off of the opponent giving me life points. Like, do I have to activate cards to gain the life points? Or is it okay that they are activating cards that give me life points? I'm not too sure. Well, to deal with this board, what we could actually do is summon the Ash Blossom, go into a Yazi, and like Yazi is live. Actually, 3 back row. It might be better just to attack into this board. What is he going into with a Rod? Points up. Oh, the Magus discard. I'm pretty sure this doesn't do anything, but to double check. Rod does something in graveyard actually. Okay, Prosperity. We only got 4 cards in the extra deck, so we are definitely not doing anything with a Prosperity this turn. So does this do anything when destroyed by battle? It does not. Rod in the graveyard when we activate a spell or trap. Tribute Spellcaster added to the hand. That's fine. I don't think any of their Dark Magician traps do anything against like battle. So I think we just attack into this board. I mean, they can like generically be activated, but I don't think they're specific for battle. Oh no, that one is. What does this do? Once per turn, the card effect is activated during a damage step. Attribute a Dark Magician card from your hand or graveyard, and if you do, what? So this does nothing, right? I'm pretty sure this does nothing right now, because a card or effect was not activated during the damage step. Oh, that. It's not the damage step, so we could just negate this, but I think I'm also okay with Rod being in my opponent's hand, so we could have negated that with Savage or Pillars, but that just opens us up to something else. So, like, I'm okay with that if it means they're not activating something that's a little bit more impactful. And then we can just Ash the Rod, like, next turn. So, like, Rod is, like, actually okay. I'm thinking if I want to set the Prosperity as bait, but it really doesn't do anything. But we also have, like, nothing to discard it for anyways, so maybe the psychological benefits of it is helpful. Let's set it in the same zone. Maybe he thinks it's imperm, but obviously as soon as he normal summons the Rod, he'll know it's not an imperm. So it's kind of bad bait actually, but bad players fall for bad bait, and there's no way of knowing if this player is bad or not. I'm sure he just, you know, like, there's just no way to know. His hand could have been really bad. We have no idea, but in case he is bad, bad players fall for bad bait. He's got a lot of cards though, and we are down to Disruption versus, like, he has more cards than he had last turn, especially more playable cards, as he clearly had trap cards, and we have less disruptions. So we're in a bit of a precarious situation. We're gonna have to be very careful with our disruptions. I think this is a card we probably have to Ash Blossom, especially if he banishes 6. Like, if his hand were playable, he would have played it last turn, but this is a card that can make your hand playable. Another thing to fear is probably Gamma, but hopefully he just doesn't have it, because we haven't activated a monster effect. If he had Gamma, he would have stopped combo, unless it was a 6 card. So yeah, I think this Ash is safe. Okay, he has potential response to get to the Ash. That's spooky, but thank whoever that it is not Gamma. Okay, but this does mean that his Rod is going to be going through though, so that's something to take into account as well. Is like, we could have stopped like the Rod that we know of, or the Prosperity, but like, even though the Prosperity, like, Rod is specific, whereas Prosperity is random. Prosperity's randomness gives him the ability to get something that's better than Rod. And if Dark Magician spell or traps were like good, like, of course they have some good cards, but if they were in general good, like, the deck would be a lot better than it is. So I'm more afraid of the randomness here. Like, they could draw into a Droplets or something. The other spooky thing, now that I think about it, is about this Magician's Combination card. Our Yang Zing effects to float would happen during the damage step if they attack over them. And so that's maybe something to be a little wary of, because they could just tribute a Dark Magician card, special summon another Dark Magician, and then negate that effect. Let's see that. What does this card do? Is this something to worry about? Look at the top 3, reveal one of them that is a Dark Magician. They could whiff. They are clearly playing a good amount of non-engine cards. When a Dark Magician is normal or special summoned, they've already normal summoned. If they special summon, we've got Max C. We can also negate the effect that would banish a card on the field. So I think I'm okay with this. They whiff on it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they whiff. They play a lot of non-engine. It's gonna hit 3 Dark Magician cards. But it feels like they're just trying to bait so hard right now. We're not falling for it. Is this even what they searched off of Rod? Yeah, it is. I mean, Circle is a good card because, like, yeah, it's getting you into your deck, it's getting you engine, and it also can destroy your opponent's cards, or banish your opponent's cards, right? Yeah, banish them. This is a good card, so of course, but... oh, it doesn't reveal? Oh, he just says, look, okay. So what did they add? Soul Servant. Place one card on top of the deck from your hand, deck, or grave. Oh, that's not really a good... That's free. Oh, wait, is that the entire effect? Quick play spelled. Banish her from the grave. What? That's kind of insane. Like, anything that lets you draw a uncertain number of cards is pretty good. They don't have any Dark Magicians. Yeah, the only monster in the grave is the Magistus card. Oh, Souls, okay. Now, Souls is something we negate, but this already sends the Dark Magician as a cost. So I think the Summon of Souls is fine. We're going to max see them, of course. But what we're going to negate is their effect to... if they use... I'm not sure how it how they use Souls in a Dark Magician deck. Like, is it the same as they do in other decks to where it's basically just a draw engine? Oh, am I stupid? What just happened? Was that not Souls effect the special summon itself? Does Souls effect summon other things? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, we have to negate this with Savage Dragon. Alright. Wait, so... what just happened with the Souls? I'm so confused. Eternal Soul. Let's see. Unaffected. If this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. Pillar negates the activation, so I don't think it ever counts as being face-up on the field. So Eternal Soul, what does it do actually? Special summon a Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard. I think we're okay with that. Yeah, I think we're... Now, the only other spooky thing here is that if they just go battle phase, attack over the Yang Zing, that will completely just shut off the pillars. So I think I just have to pillar this. It just feels like a really bad pillars. Yeah, I think we have to just do this though. So negate the Eternal Soul. Destroy the Suwani. And let's get out. Ooh, we can do Suwani 1, Chiwen 2. Maybe we should play a second Herald, actually. Because if we played a second Herald, then we could summon a Herald right now. And that would be really good. Was Herald a super rare or an ultra rare? If it's a super rare, we should craft one. We could definitely play that over like Shaman or Draco Master. Well, I guess we should play more games. We gotta play more games before we make that decision because we can't go off of just this one situation where it would be good. Maybe Draco Master comes up in some games too. I think it could have came up in an earlier game. Especially mid to late. When, you know, you're grinding and you've already gone through a couple of monks. Draco Master can be a free couple of pops. And Shaman. Does Shaman bring back any worm? Or does that have to be like level 4 or lower? Like, can I bring back like a Yazi? Abaxia? Yeah, target a worm in your graveyard. We got a lot of good worms in our graveyard. We could bring back Dinglong. Now, another card I really would have loved is Yangzing Path. Like right now, that would be really good to have in hand or deck. Let's see, what do they link away with? Imduk? Yo, what? Oh no, this battles. Yo, what? There's. Oh my god. That did not just happen. Bruh. Okay. Okay, man. That's insane. Let's see. What does this do? Banish 2, add 1. Okay. Fair enough. Nothing we can do about that. But what did they search? Oh, so this just... so this just gets them to another Eternal Soul. Let's see, Dark Magician. Wait, this puts the card on top of the deck and then you draw? Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. Well, it's a separate effect, but it didn't seem like you can't use them in the same turn. Alright, the one thing I hate about Tenyi cards is they are so tough to follow up with. Because you have to have nothing on board. So let's see, we could crash into the Rod. That clears the board. And in Graveyard, we still have like 2 Vashudas, I think, right? Oh, wait, that was the last game. So we've got Adara. And then Banished, we've got a bunch of extra deck monsters in Chiwin. Remaining in extra deck, we've got a 7, 8, 10, and Link 1. So trying to think how we can play this out. We're so close. I cannot believe they summoned an Imduk to out our Savage Dragon. That's actually insane. And it might have just won them the game, to be honest. Prosperity is like unplayable right now. I think we have to just like clear our own board. Yeah, we are really far behind right now. And I guess we're also seeing the downside of our opponent not playing a ton of hand traps, to where that Called By and Crossout are not looking very good right now. They are not looking very good. Alright, so main 2. Yeah, Adar doesn't even do us anything right now. We could add back Chiwin and that gets us to Yazi. I mean, no, it doesn't. It gets us to an 8. So it could get us to Baxia. But Baxia doesn't really do as much for us right now. Let's see. I'm not going to get to look at the hand, but keeping up the circle on board would be pretty dangerous. I'm thinking Baxia could bring back something. Could bring back the Herald, actually, for an Omni Negate still. That's a play. So let's go for it. So yeah, no effect monsters, special summon from the hand. Yeah, I think we're not worried about combination anymore. Wait, did I misread this the whole time? It says when a card or effect is activated, except during the damage step. This whole time I thought activated during the damage step. Tribute 1 Dark Magician. Okay. I misread that card the whole time. Also, we have to go into Monk in order to use Adara to add back the Chiwin, and then we'd have to summon out. Okay, this whole play was a mistake. Alright, we're setting Called By. Maybe we can hit a Dark Magician with it, and then that'll be good enough. Yeah, we're down bad right now. We are down real bad. Again, simplified game states. This deck is not very good in them. We knew that was Eternal Soul too. We probably should have kept. Yeah, we are on tilt. We are on full tilt right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, outplayed. Yeah, this is like the advantage of playing rogue decks. Like, nobody knows what your cards do. People misread them. Okay, yeah, we probably lose this turn. So can you also just add it to hand? Oh, I guess he just activated the card, but he did not activate the effect. Okay. I'm trying to think how we get back in this game, and it does not. I think we just lose. We're just way too far behind. He's low on life points though, so like if we could just summon a tooth, like a big monster, that could just be game. What does this card do? Ah, it's a fusion/ritual card. Your opponent cannot target. Oh, this card. Okay. That Imduck. That's the card that's killing me here. I cannot believe they outed Savage Dragon like that. It's not the fact that they outed it. It's this. It's just a disrespect. Like, how could that be what happened to it? I don't think we have a play here, but we have a lot of life points, so I think we just pass turn. That Prosperities is hurting a little bit because this is just like we could max C here, but that's just like trading 1-for-1 right now. I'd rather max C them on their turn if they try to summon more, because like drawing one card now literally does nothing. But maybe on their turn we could draw 2 cards, or you know, it just I think we just lose. Like a max C is not gonna be the card that saves us. Like an in-phase max C on an effect, a special summon. Yeah, that's nothing. What does this do? Oh damn, I did not mean to cancel that. I meant to just like reduce the window. Okay. This was our opportunity to max C them, and we screwed up on that one. Full tilt right now. Full tilt. Let's see, so they've got 3,000. They've pretty much got game on board right now. I mean, 6,000, 7,000, 73, or 83. They're 100 off. That's crazy. Alright, we're just gonna max C now. Like, they have many more inherent special summons they can do, but since they're down on damage comparatively, like this feels like a good max C, despite it being late. We could have done it earlier, but it looked like earlier they could have just stopped and just attacked us directly. Or this. This also works. Yeah, like there was nothing we draw in that case outside of Nibiru, which is not even in our deck, that saves us here. And then their cards are also unaffected by monster effects, so we'd only tribute the Magician and the Link Spider. Alright, that was unfortunate. Oh, thank you. 10 gems. 10 valuable gemstones with mystifying glows to be used in the shop to purchase card packs and accessories. Alright, we are ready for another duel though. Man, the called by and the crossouts were so bad in that game. Those were effectively blanks because the opponent had no hand traps the entire game. So hopefully they're going to be better this game. Also, Second Herald might be the move that definitely came up. Just trying to keep track of like potential changes moving forward with the deck. Yeah, we also have not seen a single Red Rose combo yet. That would be really nice to resolve. And in this hand, we are opening with a Despot 001, Ash Blossom, Red Rose Dragon, Forbidden Droplets, and 9 Pillars of the Yang Sing. So we do have 2 of our engine requirements, the Despot and the Pillars, but both of those are fine to draw in hand. Like you can still combo completely with them. If they're starting with normal summon Scrap Recycler, we have to stop it because that card is insane. Like I used to play Orcust. I know what that card can do. But they've got the cross out anyway, so they're just too good. So they're going to cross out our Ash Blossom most likely, and then from there, full combo us because we do not have any more hand traps. However, we do have another going second card. We do have the droplets, and so we're going to be able to still interact with our opponent's board once they finish making it. It's just a matter of what they do now. So let's see what they're actually on. Like, are they on Orcust? They are. And so, oh, and Harp Horror is in this game as well. We need to get that back in the TCG. Just that one, you know, one Harp wouldn't be too bad. We got other decks doing insane combos and plays. And we have Harp Horror Band, a card that special summon 1, and it locks you into an attribute. Come on. It should be Harp Horror back to 1, please. It's at like 3 in the OCG. But yeah, Galatea is good. That's going to get them probably, I'm not sure. Yeah, Field Spell. Not sure this version of Orcust. But I'm sure they're playing Field Spell. I'm sure they're playing Orchestrated Return. And I'm sure they also have Crescendo. Any one of those could have been the play depending on their hand, but we'll see. But they obviously got the Field Spell. So they're going to activate Nightmare's effect. Using that to target their Galatea, it's going to gain some attack. And they are going to dump a copy of World Wand, which can special summon back one of their banished machines. Now that I think about it, with that Scrap Recycler, I'm surprised he didn't go like full Scrap Golem play. He must have the Golem already in hand. So he has 3 unknowns. I'm gonna assume one is Golem because I don't think you play Recycler without Golem. Let's see, he goes for Dingirsu. Attach one of his cards that's banished. That replenishes the graveyard for next turn. It doesn't look like we're going to have much to deal with outside of the Crescendo. Unfortunately, we did take out that Cosmic Cyclone, which would have been really good. Oh, IP Masquerade. Okay, cool. Is this IP? What is the set card? If that set card is Crescendo, sorry, I just took a second to look at this Royal Prosperity, but if that set card is a Crescendo, we are, like, fine. What's in Grave? Because Field Spell lets them use stuff from Grave on either player's turn. And let's see, sending, yeah, like, these are all fine. Actually, not as fine, because he could send a Symbol Skeleton with a Nightmare, and then Symbol Skeletons can revive Dingirsu, and then Dingirsu can be a play. Now, on the other hand, whenever he does that, we can negate the Dingirsu with our droplets as well as the Masquerena. Now, the downside to all of this is that we actually have no play. So, this Prosperity has to get us there. Hopefully, he doesn't have Ash. Assuming the cards in hand are Golem plus Unknown. Yeah, hopefully it's just not Ash. So, let's go for 6. We really got to see an Ashina or a Vashuda. That would be really, really good. But just any special summon, to be honest, would get us somewhere. And so for this, we are going to banish the Riser Dragon, Draco Berserker, Chao Feng, Monk, Shaman, Master. Same thing as before. We want to keep all the others because they are pretty integral to the combos, except for Baxia and Yazi. But those are just good cards in general. I guess you could question whether or not Draco Berserker would be better in this matchup versus Savage Dragon? Like, Draco Berserker is insane. And it banishes cards. But I think this is the play. For now. Oh no. Big think. They're thinking. Good, good. It resolves. We also could have used the Dropless to send this for free to negate that Masquerena, but that doesn't deal with the Dingirsu, so we're going to hold it. And these are not insane. Like, none of these combo super well with the well, you know what, actually Slana works really well because we can go Yazi and then still get out Rocks Rose. Yazi can deal with the card, and we would have more than enough to get to a Needle Fiber. So I kind of like this play. And then we'll just return these in any order. And that's the thing with this type of deck, like, you have your set combos, but you also have to know how to play with, like, the random hands that are not combo. Oh, that's unfortunate. Do we just pass? Because, like, we might just pass, to be honest, because, yeah, we might just have to pass. Because our combo is probably not game through their board. Just trying to think through it now. So we could, what we would do is like Stana, Red Rose, which gets us to Yazi. Yazi deals with back row. We also have, what else could they be drawing? That's the other thing. Like, we're going to special summon a lot, and they could draw into Nibs. They could draw into so many cards. I think we just have them hold this L and then go for a play next turn. We could have set the, probably should have set the Droplets actually. Ooh, I'm tripping. But it's like, if they've got Masquerade, like, it's not like we're facing a big threatening board. It's just the fact that they can do these things with like Nightmare and stuff. Like Nightmare send symbols, probably symbols bring back, what do they send? Harp. Is that a second harp? No, it's the first one. How did they get harp back in deck? Either way, I don't see how we're getting OTK. This is an Orcus deck. They can probably OTK us. But like, given the number of cards they have like one line of play. And this is like it. Let's see, so they're at 35, 47. Biggest thing you bring back is Ding. Or, okay, in this case, Galatea. I guess if they didn't have Crescendo, they get Crescendo now. Let's see. Oh, that's how they got the heart back in deck last turn. Okay. Okay, so they definitely have Crescendo set then. That, or they think they're going for game. But if they thought they were going for game, they probably don't do that, because that's 1700 attack off the board. So now we know they have Crescendo set, and they have less damage on board. Harp didn't do anything in graveyard. They've already used Symbol Skeletons. Did they normal summon? What did they normal summon? I don't think they did. Yeah, okay, there we go. What is this? Scrap Raptor? Okay, sure. So they are definitely playing Golem. As if they were not playing Golem. They, like, I don't think you just play 3 Recyclers and Raptor. Yeah, so Golem is 100% in hand. But are they going to normal summon it now? Oh, normal summon another Recycler. What do you send, though? They've gone through so many Orcus names by now. At this point, like, they're using gas but putting less damage on board. Yeah, because they've gone through Harp, they've gone through Symbols. What did they just send? Oh, a second Symbols, okay. I mean, that's for next turn. Yeah, like, what are they doing with this? see, send symbols. Yeah, they've used wand, they've used symbols, they've used harp, they've used yeah. All right. So we were at least right that they weren't killing us. And then whatever they do, Dropless deals with the board. We know they've got Crescendo. They likely have Crescendo set, and I'm pretty sure a Golem in hand. I don't know why they didn't normal summon the Golem too. Maybe they just actually don't play it. But I don't know what they're doing with Recycler then. And Raptor. But I guess Raptor is like not a horrible card to play. So I guess it's less of a brick, but just also less powerful in general. Okay, nice draw. Nice Yu-Gi-Oh. So what are they gonna do with this though? Please don't tell me this gets Crescendo, because it can't even be used on this turn right now. So yeah, we're good with this. What? That? Please tell me this doesn't say you can use it the same turn it's set, right? It does not. So are they playing 2 Crescendo and 1 is already set? Or is that just not Crescendo set? Because yeah, that would be great. Also, Black Rose Dragon would just be game right now. Yeah, Black Rose Dragon would just actually be game. But either way, we're gonna have to start with this. What is that first set card then? What is that first set? Alright, Special Summon Thana, go for Red Rose. Again, this will get us to our Yazi. Let's see, IP. What are they going for with IP? Yeah, I'd rather max see them and then also have the droplets for whatever they summon it. Because what I wanted to do ideally was negate both the Masquerena and their Dingear so that they can summon off the symbols at the same time. However, if that's not going to happen, negating Mask means we're not getting... I guess we can max see it when they use the symbols too, but better just do it early. So at least max see this, see what they go into. If they go into like an Appaloosa, that'd be very easy to out. Oh, they're just too good. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather them go like Appaloosa and then we just out it. Like, I don't think they're playing like Underworld Goddess or something. Like, I think this is definitely an Appaloosa. Or at least I just don't have knowledge enough of the deck to know what else they could be summoning here. Like, what is this? What does this get them? Yeah, Appaloosa. Like, what, 1600? Oh, no. Bomber Dragon. No. That's fine. Summon something back to its link point, Duelist. Then I'll negate it. Okay. Alright, Duelist. Time to show my final card. Now we've got to discard the pillar. And that's it, actually. Yeah. Yep, that negates the Bomber Dragon, and then that's fine. Like, your Bomber Dragon can't summon itself out, or the Bomber Dragon can't activate its effect again, but they can just summon something else that will trigger, such as... Oh, don't they have Ding Engrave? What are they doing? Yeah, it's negated. It's not going to activate in a separate chain. What? Don't they have Ding? Oh, they do have Ding Engrave. What are they doing? Oh, this Crescendo. Crescendo requires something on board, I think. Or is it shuffle back from... Crescendo. While you control an Orcus Link monster. Okay, okay. And then Galatea can't be destroyed by battle because it's linked to that. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. So we just go Yazi. Do they crescendo Red Rose Dragon's graveyard effect? I don't think so. And if not, Roxrose can attack over the Bomber Dragon. Yeah, this is the real question. Is this what they use crescendo on? Oh, okay, I guess not. Roxrose is 1600 attack, right? Yeah. Do we just attack over that? Is this what they... We're not going to not use the effect. Like, our opponent is clearly being greedy here. Oh, they've got an Imperm too. Okay. So they've got Imperm, Crescendo. That's fine. We're still attacking over, like, their board right now. Attack over that. Galatea is no longer linked, so we attack over that, which is going to shut off the Crescendo. We could just pop. Ooh, popping Crescendo doesn't do much. How many are in your extra deck still? Yeah, 11 in extra deck. I really want to get rid of the field spell. The field spell is pretty dangerous, so it's giving them disruption every single turn pretty much. But if we destroy it, it can add itself back to hand by just seeing a card from hand to grave. Because we definitely want to pop Crescendo, even if on their next turn that gets them a search. Like, we can't put ourselves in a situation to where every symbol skeletons they have like, once symbol resolves, it makes, they don't have symbols, but they're gonna have Nightmare and Grave. And so again, as soon as they get symbols, they could honestly just revive Galatea and have that Crescendo live again. So I don't know if we want to leave Crescendo on board. I think we have to get that off of the board somehow, even if it searches them a Girsu. Oh, that feels so bad though. That feels really bad to do that, but we kind of have to. Let's see, pop the... Ooh, they have 3 monsters on board. Which way does Long Girsu point? Because they could just go long and get all of these in grave, actually. Long Girsu is up left, which for them would be our far right. Let's see, we could get out a level 7, which could get us to Baron. That would be pretty good. I don't think we have a level 2 non-tuner, so Dinglong's not an option. We've got no pillars anyways. We could just go full Needle Fiber here, actually. But then what does Needle Fiber get us? Needle Fiber gets us to Herald, Savage. Wait, Herald, Savage. Wait, yeah. We have no pillar, so not that. But we could use a Dinglong to go into... like, change the levels, go into something and send Snow. That's an option. Or maybe we just want Baron. I feel like we could definitely end on Riser Dragon sends Snow plus Herald, but Herald just gets attacked over, so that doesn't do anything. So that's really just Snow. So yeah, that play's maybe not as good, whereas the Baron play at least forces them to... it forces them to come up with an out. It also saves our Needle Fiber for later, which could be useful. Yeah, I think we just go Baron here instead. I also think this is the column that does not lose to Long Girsu. It's one of the columns on the end. We could just destroy a monster here, but I also really don't like them just... I really don't like having that field spell up. That's so bad to leave up. Either way, we use the effect. If that face down card in the same column as Baron was useful, they would have used it by now. Yeah, we're gonna destroy the field spell, negate Crescendo, and then put our opponent on Better Have It. Like whatever card they draw. I'm also thinking that's a scrap golem in hand. They also just could not be playing scrap golem, because they had that extra normal summon last turn and didn't use it. So we might just not know what that card is. So let's see. Crescendo. I think this just gets maybe not negated actually. Like, what do you search with this? Yeah, like sure. What do you search? Have your search, Duelist. If it's like a Gearsu or something, we could just negate it. Although, like, as soon as they get Nightmare and Grave, it's like the exact same thing. That's from Banish Zone? What? Banish this card, add one of your Dark Monsters that is banished or in your deck. Okay. Did not know it did that. Did they only play one Symbol Skeleton? Yo, am I in the wrong column for Long Gearsu? Oh, hell yeah, we were right. Okay. I guess we just negate that, because, like, Ding coming back, not very good. We could just negate the Ding. That just puts it back in Grave. Negating the Symbol Skeletons, I don't think does anything. Or I guess they're the exact same thing. This Baron negates and destroys. This does negate the activation, though. I don't want him to summon another Dingirsu. I mean, I don't want him to send another Symbol Skeleton. So yeah, let the symbols resolve, then just negate the Ding. Yeah, negate that. Now he gets summon a secondary Ding here, and that can use the effect, but you know, that's fine. I guess it's not fine actually. Hopefully he doesn't know that. Yeah, big hopefully that he doesn't know that. Wait, what? Does this do something when destroyed? No, it doesn't. Right? Yeah, okay. What is he thinking on then? Or is this just the regular think for a turn? He's locked in the darks too, by the way. Okay, Nightmare boosts the attack of Long. Long can attack over Baron. Okay. Alright. Oh, I just realized our life points are really low. Oh, did we just lose? Yeah, we might just lose, actually. Well, we tried. We tried our best, but it looks like the opponent has realized that they indeed just have game. Yeah, I should have looked at life points a little bit more in the last turn. Maybe we could have comboed up. We would have ended on a weaker board, but we would just have had more bodies. And when you're low on life points, sometimes more bodies is like good enough. End it, Duelist. Finish me. Put me out of my misery. Alright, there we go. I hate how little you get for, like, I hate how you get pretty much nothing. Like, we just went through this long duel and we get no points pretty much, like 400 duel score. Like, it's almost worthless when it all just depends on winning and losing. It's like you go through a game where you do all of these things and you get nothing, but if you go in the game and your opponent surrenders, like you do literally nothing, and but you win, you get so many more points. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna call it. Let's take one more look at the deck and see, you know, where we are, because maybe there are some changes we can make. How many gyms do we have? 600, and then we got a couple missions. Definitely not enough to get another 10 packs of things to maybe change the deck at this current moment, but I definitely will be updating this deck in the future. So let's just take one more look at it and see where we are. Let's use the view deck thing. So where we're at right now is we have the 1 copy of Chiwen, 1 Despot 001. We've got 3 copies of Tenyi Spirit Adara, 3 Maxis, O-Lion, Yangzing Beyond, Ash, Red Rose, 3 copies of Red Rose, 3 copies of Ash, by the way. I guess you guys can see the number of copies in the deck, it's pretty clear, but Rox Rose, Suwani, Snow, Stana, 3 copies of Vishuda, 3 copies of Ashina. We've got Vessel, 3 copies of that, 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity. Pretty happy to have gotten a Royal Prosperity. That's pretty cool. I just love the way these look. I wish there was a more consistent way to get more of them. 2 copies of Called By, 3 copies of Crossout Designator. Definitely need to think more on the crossout targets you want to play. Like we could be playing Nib, Veil, or Imperm, just to get more value from this card, because as a 3 of, maybe in current Master Duel format, isn't that good outside of hitting Ashe and Max C. And if it only negates Ashe and Max C, it's also maybe not a 3 of. So that's maybe something to keep in mind as well. I mean, there are other cards like Droplets that you could hit in this deck, Prosperity, but Ashe and Max C are like the biggest ones. And if that's it, again, it becomes maybe questionable if it's a 3 of. So that can maybe be what we cut to get down to 40 cards. Another couple of options would be just different staples, like playing that Cosmic Cyclone would be pretty good. Would have been pretty good in that game against Orcust even. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Snow is a questionable card in the main deck. It doesn't have as much synergy as I thought it would have. Like, yes, you can make Riser, and yes, you can send Snow with Riser. However, Riser is not often the, or as far as I know, with my knowledge of the combos, only playing this deck a few games, Snow and Riser are not the optimal play during combo. And so I'll have to think about that as well. Could also maybe probably could cut Thana. It comes up, I'm sure. It definitely does in the main TCG, but maybe not in this game as much, since you don't have as much to do. Since you're not summoning the Riser as much, like, yeah. We'll see. More testing definitely needs to be done. I will be playing this deck more, probably updating it in the future. As for the extra deck, the second Herald came up that one time. Red Rose is an option. Second Danglong didn't come up. I thought I might want to play 2 Danglongs, but it didn't come up at all actually. So yeah, I guess 1 is good enough. Yazi, Baxi were both good. Savage, Draco Berserker, and Chao Feng, neither one came up. But I'm sure they both do come up in niche situations. And maybe they would have come up if we didn't banish them off Prosperity. But no, they just didn't come up actually. Baron was good the one time we summoned it. Monks or Monk, Hulk, Shaman, Draco Berserkers didn't come up, but we also banished a bunch of them off of Prosperities. Do I really have 4 Draco Berserkers? Why did I not disenchant some of these? Is that a 4? Oh my goodness. But and then the Shaman also didn't come up for the same reasons, but we'll see. This deck will definitely be reevaluated in the future, but as of now, I'm still having a lot of fun playing it, and I just need to test this deck a little bit more to tighten up some of these ratios and card choices. And so thank you guys for watching this video. If you do want to see the update deck, let me know in the description, not in the description, but let me know in the comment section. Comment down below if you guys enjoyed this, if you want to see an updated version after more testing, or just let me know what other decks you'd want to see. Do you want to see Virtual World or Dragon Link or Sky Strikers? I clearly have a Sky Striker deck mostly built. I mean, the only thing I'm missing is, like, this is not an optimal build, by the way. This is just like a random build I put together to, like, get some quests. Like, there's a daily mission to activate spell cards. I was like, alright, well, I guess I'll put a Striker deck together, and it's not like, it's far from optimized, as you can see, but I'm missing a Kagari. Like, there's literally no Kagari in this deck, so I could finish this deck off and then optimize it a little bit. Yeah, this is not a good build, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you want to see in the future for sure. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video.